We love the perv switch.
Because everyone has the perv switch, but it doesn't click. It's like a circuit breaker, really. More like some people have, 20 amp perv breakers. Some people have 30 amp perv breakers. Some people only have 5 amp perv breakers. So when something happens, trip, click, I gotta feel those tits, and they just lose their mind. Other people could take a little more. Sexual stimulation before that breaker trips.
How great would it have been to live as a caveman?
Because when you bop him on the head and just fuck him in the ass.
Imagine walking around Manhattan during caveman time. You see something nice and you can just take it.
Right.
There's no rules.
Go around there, get a big nice.
There's no laws.
Hairy, smelly cave woman.
There's also saber-toothed tigers and fucking woolly mammoths eating your friends.
You know what?
You're looking at the positive. I could clug some ugly hairy lady and fuck her. You could do that now.
Let's slow down, though. I mean, I would take the chance.
You can't. There's no internet. You just got to draw a picture of buffalo on the wall and go. And they all know what you mean. It'd be horrible.
Try to describe like what you did that day on a wall. Yeah, with like chalk. Something here's how I hunted today. Or I banged a chick over the head and fucked her.
Hey, it's chilly. Let's push that rock in front of the fucking mountainside we live in. It's too cold to go outside, so let's just shit against what would be the kitchen or the parlor.
The parlor.
Yeah. We have no TV yet, so let's just shit where the living room would be.
You're saying it wouldn't be good?
No, because I don't know what you get a toothache. You just got to lay there and chew a piece of fucking bark. They don't know what to do.
Like you said, you could just bop a chick over the head.
Yeah.
Nail that hairy, fucking, very man-like ass.
Unwashed vagina. She lifts her loincloth and just shits in a juniper bush. She's missing a leg because she was attacked by a giant snapping turtle. She didn't know what it was. She thought it was an ottoman, so she put her feet up on it.
Why would she think?
Because furniture. Actually, the first signs of civilization was a Siemens furniture store. They found that in the ice.
So you're saying no, this wouldn't be good.
Terrible. The only advantage is the ability is that they don't sue you for sexual harassment.
But yeah, you could go with your urges.
Yeah,
it was completely acceptable if you saw something that got you going, you went with it. You wouldn't want to live as a caveman, though?
No, there's no advantage to it. None. There's nothing to do except survive.
Yeah, live.
Everything you do is to not die in 5 minutes.
And you don't even know why you're trying to stay alive. That's the beauty of being a caveman.
Even other cavemen you see just fucking, all they do is attack you for no reason.
Yeah.
Right? Everything is just an asshole.
Like, and it's better, like, you're a stupid caveman. You're throwing rocks at him. And meanwhile, he's figured out how to sharpen a stick. So you're dead.
Even having sex is a hassle as a caveman, you think?
Yeah, where do you lay? There's no bed. You got to lay on rocks. You poke your back on a crude tool.
Crude.
Fucking horrible.
I bet they fucked on, like, animal hide.
Yeah.
So you're just laying there on some smelly dead animal hide because it's not processed very well. They were stupid.
Yeah.
So it's just rotting meat underneath it, rotting meat laying on top of it too.
Maggots all over you.
Ugh.
You think there was ever pleasure as a caveman, or just everything was just
everything
one
she's
big
sitting
pain
on
in
too?
the ass?
Like she sits down. And her vagina is just on the ground on a dirty rock. Yeah. And what do you think? She's scrubbing that thing knowing it should be clean? No.
Who was the first asshole that decided I need to lick that?
Oh, wow.
There had to be one.
Do you think it was some instinctive caveman thing? Like dogs go around and start lapping away? Do you think it was something like that?
There had to be one guy.
Like he just...
That was the first. He had to, have no sense of smell or something.
God damn.
I'll tell you what it was. It was because cave women never got wet. They always have dirt and rocks in their vagina from squatting. So one caveman went, look, every time I put it in, it hurts. So he just licked it to probably make the opening moist,
Clean
to make
it
sex
up a little.
easier. Yeah, to get dirt off it.
Yeah.
With his bad teeth, horrible caveman breath.
You know what?
Jesus.
That might be the real answer right there.
I think it is. Mm-hmm. And then she probably went like it felt good.
Yeah.
And she grabbed the back of his head and kept it there. And he's like, woke up telling his friends how his jaw hurts. Yeah. All night I was licking that.
But he noticed she wasn't being cunty for the next couple days.
Stupid caveman.
They really were boobs.
Yeah, I love how you said your friends are just.
Yeah. Friends are just getting eaten.
Where's Ted? He was devoured by something that fucking flew out of a tree.
Would you even attempt to make friends as a caveman?
What do you do? How do you do that?
Right.
Come over. You could
don't
be the
have
friendliest
time.
looking guy, and the guy would just go and clock you on the head with a giant boulder. Oh, just came over to say hi. Figured maybe we could pool our resources, and clunk, dead. His skull split open.
Always squatting. You're using two hands to do something. That's what they would do. Would always squat with their balls by the dirt, like pounding a rock into something to make fire. Bunch of douches. Dumb ridges on their eyebrows. No hats.
No hats.
How do they keep the sun out of their eyes? No visors. That's the best invention. Fuck the wheel. It's the sun visor.
They didn't have hats.
They certainly didn't. No shades.
Nothing. No sunglasses. Yeah. God, that had to suck.
Fuck, is that funny?
Dirty, yeah, fucking, your fill of filthy vagina.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you had.
Yeah.
That's the only plus. You could drag a filthy vagina into your cave and just have sex with it at will.
Do you think they ever had a chance to just relax for one moment?
Just to go, no.
Instead of worrying
The
if their friends were
second
going to
he
be
did
eaten
that,
by monsters.
A fucking three-toed sloth came in with giant fangs and ate his children. The second he relaxed.
Oh, fuck, why did I relax?
Yeah, he's like, oh, fuck.
Now I lost my family.
Should have pushed the boulder against the opening again.
4 a.m. to 4:07 a.m. was their leisure time. You could do whatever you want from 4 a.m. to 4:07.
And that's when 15 of them died.
And then what happened the rest of the time, Jimmy?
It was all work and fighting for your life. 4 to 4:07, all you had to do was fend off bats returning to the same place you lived. That was considered relaxing time. Just keeping fruit and vampire bats off your loved ones.
Shit.
Kept them, like, wanting to live if it was such a hassle.
Instinct, the same thing that keeps a crocodile
Yeah.
going. There's no real thought to it.
Yeah, they don't like
They just know they
being
have to
killed.
keep living.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just dying isn't good and it hurts. Back then it probably hurt every time. No one had a peaceful, he was surrounded by his family. He went peacefully in the night. No, his legs were torn off and he sat there bleeding to death as some dummy tried to put a leaf over his fucking thigh bone that was sticking out.
He died doing what he loved, being disemboweled by a saber-toothed tiger.
I guess God needed another hairy dummy.
Yeah, exactly. God needed another Ugg.
Steam for the rich. Now everyone's in.
Shit.
Everyone's in on the caveman bit. Do you think they looked at shit dropping out of each other's asses like dogs?
No, that was the first. The guy who the first word was Carvel. Someone didn't know what it was. He thought it was a delicious snack. He went over and his friends were like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's terrible stuff."
That's shit. What are you doing
And
with
he's there
it?
with shit in his fingers, feeling stupid, like, oh, trying to act like it was a joke.
That's how they learned.
Someone is asking where is someone is asking where is Ted the caveman?
I
But
thought of that, but Ted
no,
was ruined.
No, but Ted was killed.
Ted was
Yeah,
killed.
Ted got killed.
Yeah, our
early
friend
in
Ted
this
was
episode.
killed.
Yes, he was
Poor
killed.
Ted. Ted had a cameo in this.
Yes. I was very angry when I was a caveman. There was this stuff that was very hot, so I threw water on it, and they got very mad at me. God, the brutality they had to live with back then.
And the dumbness. Just being stupid. Having to try to live when you're so stupid.
What was the definition of smart back in cavemen days there, Jimmy? The definition of smart.
I don't know.
If you're a caveman, I mean, you looked around and went, wow, that caveman is smart.
Yeah, because, there are idiots now and smart people. So I guess back then, there was a smart caveman.
Whoever would duck when they threw a rock at him was considered a genius.
Wow, that guy is such a... He gets hit in the head before he can even finish his sentence.
Because they would see a rock coming and they'd open their mouth like they should catch it. Because they saw...
knocking out their teeth that they desperately need.
Yeah, because I remember the old laugh-ins where people would throw food into each other's mouths and they wanted to try it.
All right.
Stupid.
Well,
What was a prank back then? What do they consider a prank?
Everything was a prank.
Like, you'd paint, like, you'd put, like, food on your friend just so a wild animal would attack him and remove a limb. All your friends would laugh. Ah, look at him. Or, like, you'd paint a fake vagina on the face of a sleeping tiger. And your friend would just jump over and start humping it and have a rude awakening.
Not just an awakening, a rude awakening.
Very rude awakening.
Yeah.
And he'd know he was had when he started humping and he heard, "Arr!" and he was like, oh, fuck. All right, well, I'm already committed.
The fucking saber-toothed tiger breath smells better.
Half the time the tiger wouldn't even eat him. He'd think, there's no way this guy could really be trying to fuck my face. There's no way a man is trying to fuck my face. He has nothing but a loincloth.
And they're all laughing at the tiger walking around with a picture of a vagina on his face.
Yeah.
They all think it's funny.
All the tiger friends are laughing. He has human pre-cum on his fucking snout. Slept a little too heavy, did you, Harry?